guys, so thought I'd hang out with you today just to talk about whatever and stuff. Been super busy editing video, and I'm almost done editing video from my California trip. It's taken me a while because I filmed a lot. I think I've said that. I filmed so much on that trip. Just uploaded the one yesterday from the day we went everywhere, which we literally went everywhere. And it was the longest day of exploring ever. And I have one more to upload tomorrow, and then I've got one more video to edit, which will come up next Tuesday, and that'll be for the California trip. But then I've got 2 weekends worth of exploring footage to edit, which I'm super excited about, because the last house that we went to that was abandoned, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, like, it's just great. It's good. It's weird to say that an abandoned house was funny, but we got scared. Let's just say that. But I can't wait to edit that, because I totally wanted to edit those, like the newer ones, because I was super excited about where we went. But I knew if I went ahead and edited those ones, I would never get finished with the California trip one. So I'm almost done with the California, and then I can move on to the more recent exploring things. And also, in the works is another paranormal thing that's been happening. And I don't want to tell you too much, but it's going on with a friend of mine named Kristen's, and it's just happened recently. She's been having activity in her home, and both me and Kristen kind of tuned into it a little bit. We got some interesting information. We were given a photo of the supposed person we think is causing activity in the home. I don't want to say haunt, because haunt's kind of a scary term. So they're causing activity in the home. We got presented a photo, tripped us out a little bit, because Kristen could see this person more clearly than I could. I was more talking to them. And for those of you who don't know, we're both crazy little weird sensitives. They have different abilities, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's in the works right now. We're talking about going and doing a video at Kristen's friend's house. And talking about it and see what other info we can get, because it's kind of an interesting and kind of a sad story. I don't want to give anything away right now, obviously, because I want to save that for when we do a video and do a vlog about it. But yeah, it's really intriguing and really interesting, what we've been getting, and the story behind this person we think may be causing all this activity. And by now, I think we are pretty certain we know who it is that's causing it. But yeah, that's soon to happen. I was gonna say come, but soon to come, soon to happen, whatever. Yeah, and what else? What else has been happening in this world of mine, other than just being busy all the time? What else? What's going on? What's going on with you guys? Like, is it summertime where you are yet? Because here in the Pacific Northwest, it was like 80, 90 degrees for like 3 days, and then it just started raining. And today it's sunny, which is kind of nice. The sun's out. The only bad part is I do not have AC in my house, so it's not that great. But whatever. Oh, and obviously you can tell the background is a little different in this setting. I took down my bone wall that was here. I was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of getting old a little bit. It's cool. I might put it back up eventually, but it was kind of nice to change this up, because as soon as I took the curtains off, the room just lightened up instantly. So it was kind of nice. Like, you know, it's spring. I'm ready for some light, and it's a lot brighter now. Like, you can probably see it's a little bit brighter over there, a little bit, and then, you know, my desk is there. I should do like a real tour, huh? I mean, I got my creepy shelf there with all my stuff. Yeah. I know you guys been asking for like a room tour kind of a thing, and I should do more of an update for my oddities collection. I did a video back in the day, and I should do another one, because I've gotten a lot more stuff. I've changed things up a bit. Yeah, a lot of things are different now. I mean, not terribly, but I have added to my collection. tremendously, so I should do an update, and I will. I know I did that little sneak peek video thing of my oddities collection, but that's as far as I got, because I filmed a lot of footage for that. But also, on another note, I made myself a little bat necklace. I don't know if you can see it, this little bat. I've been wanting a little bat necklace for a long time because my spirit animal is the bat. And I did post this on my Facebook fan page and my Instagram about not being too thrilled when I found out my spirit animal was a bat. I honestly really wasn't. I was like, oh. I mean, I like bats. I think they're cool. I just feel like bats, originally, my first thought of bats is a little cliche, you know, Halloween, you know, there's bats everywhere. It just felt like maybe super goth-like, like bats were just too goth. I don't know. My thoughts have changed now about bats. But at first it took me a while to kind of go, oh, bat. And I've heard a lot of people, you know, when they find out what their spirit animal is, they're not too happy. The shaman that I went and saw, because, I mean, I went and saw a shaman to find out what my spirit animal is, and my husband found out what his was, and I've brought friends to my shaman friend to find out what their spirit animal is, you know. And she actually told me this one story of this guy who wanted to know what his spirit animal was, and it was a fox. Well, this guy was not really happy that his spirit animal was a fox, and he was like, is there like a way I could like change it? Like, could I have a wolf or a bear or a cougar? And they're like, I'm sorry, you don't choose your spirit animal chooses you. And he was like, man, I've been to like 3 other shamans and they've all told me it's a fox. Well, you gotta embrace the fox. But I did have a lot of you guys asking me on my Facebook and on Instagram, like, how do you find out your spirit animal? And I went to a shaman to find mine. I know some people, like, I think sometimes you can journey yourself to find your spirit animal, but it really is nice to go to, what do you call it? Like a shaman who is an advanced, like they know what they're doing. They've been doing this for a while. And you can go to multiple ones. Some of them, you know, some of them you have to pay, or maybe you can trade. You know, I traded for mine. And then I paid for a friend to get theirs done. But usually it depends. Some will do it for free. Some will charge you like $20, $10, or trade. You know, they're all different. It depends on where you go. I don't know of any up here in Oregon. Mine that I went to, my friend, is in California. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I've embraced the bat, if you can say. And it was interesting the way that, you know, it was interesting the information that she gave me on why I might relate to the bat. And she told me, and she doesn't know anything about like my sensitive abilities or paranormal stuff that I'm interested in or anything like that. But she told me a bat hears and sees on different frequencies, unlike any other animal. So that to me was like, well, I can sometimes talk to dead people. You know, it just hit home there a little bit. It was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, how ironic is it that a bat can see and hear things almost no other animal can see or hear. So I thought that was very interesting, you know. And she also says that you have to, whatever your spirit animal is, you have to keep something with you at all times that is a reminder of that animal. And I've been looking for something that I can wear all the time, and so I found this little bat, and I just made myself a little bat necklace. And ever since I found out what my spirit animal is, I've been finding the bat places. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know if I wasn't looking before, or if maybe I'm looking now. I mean, I don't feel like I'm looking for the bat now, but I mean, like, above my desk, I have my bat. You can't really see it very well, but I have a giant taxidermy bat, and he's just above my desk all the time. And I thought that was interesting that he's always there when I make stuff, when I'm creating. And then one thing that was really super trippy, when my brother moved here, he got a U-Haul. As we're unloading his stuff, I walk out and out the back door to see, you know, the truck and stuff and say, hey, welcome home, you know. His U-Haul, you know how they have animals on the U-Haul? His was a bat. And I was like, oh, the bat helped guide you here. It sounds cheesy probably, I don't know. But I just thought, dude, my spirit animal's a bat, and there's a bat on your U-Haul. And I don't know. It was just kind of weird. I've been seeing the bat in places, and like even when one of the exploring videos from California, I think it's the one from the French Gulch mine, so it's one of the older videos, just from I think last week maybe. But we went to this one mine, old mine, and there were bats in there. And any other time before I've been like, oh my gosh, a bat, don't scare it because it'll bite you and you'll get rabies and die. But this time when I saw these bats, I was like a little more intrigued and a little more like curious about them. And I remember just like standing there and staring at these little bats that weren't moving. They could probably see and hear you, but they weren't going to move. And I don't know, I have a different outlook on bats now. They've grown on me, I have to say. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fun thing. I don't know. I was always worried that my spirit animal might be like, I don't know, a naked mole rat or the sea cucumber or something. Because it really, I mean, before I went and saw the shaman, I was like thinking of all the animals that it could be. And so your first thought is, ooh, an eagle, a hawk, a bear, a cougar, a bobcat. You know, you're thinking of all these super masculine, you know, gnarly animals. And then you start to think about all the ones that you wouldn't want it to be. And you start thinking of spiders and ants and mosquitoes and bees and wasps. And I mean, bees would be kind of cute. But then, I mean, it really could be anything. I mean, think of all the creatures in the world. It could be a freaking sperm whale. It could be a sea sponge. So you could literally be SpongeBob. Like, I don't know. I mean, it could be, I don't know, anything. And so you start to like freak out like, oh gosh, like, I could be a leech. It's I don't know. It's weird. But you learn to embrace it no matter what your spirit animal is. And all I can, you know, advise if you want to know what yours is, go see a shaman. I don't know, go to a Native American, I don't know, you can go to like a powwow, and usually you could probably ask, say, hey, is there like a shaman around, you know, like sometimes they do like Native American powwows and festivals and things, or just look for a Native American, like even if you're at like a festival of some sort and you see like a booth of Native American stuff, ask, you know, because I don't know, my shaman is one of my friend's moms, so that's how I found mine, which is cool. And they are wonderful, wonderful people. And I was told, actually, I went to the Oregon Ghost Conference, which was interesting. And I was talking to a lady who had a booth there with all these crystals and stuff. And we were talking for a good while about spirit animals and like spirit, not spirit, but like what your gemstone is, like what your, you know, like, you know how like some people, they have, not like birthstone, it's like, whatever like gemstone is called to be yours. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I went and saw my shaman, I got the bat, and then she had me put my hand over all these gemstones, and I just picked the one that I feel drawn to, and I picked rose quartz for some strange reason. And it's just weird because rose quartz is like a soft pink. I'm not a pink person at all. I don't own anything pink. So why did I pick a pink stone? I don't know. But it's grown on me. It's just weird. So I have like this pile of like rose quartz that I've collected from like places that I've like gem boutiques that have stones. So I have like this like little pile of them like on my little altar thing that I have like my sage and incense and stuff. So I have like all these rose quartz. So every time I see rose quartz, I'm like, ooh, I'm drawn to it now. It's weird. It could just be all mentally, because whatever. But we were talking about gemstones and what, like hers, I can't remember what she said hers was. It was either amethyst or like turquoise, or I don't remember. That's really bad. I usually have a really good memory. But like my husband's is moss agate. So it's, you know, like little kind of white agate kind of a thing, but with a little green in it, which is really cool. Yeah, but we were talking for a while, and she actually, because she's kind of a psychic medium, and she told me that I have the potential to be a shaman. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, because I have Native American in me, but not enough to like count for anything. Like I'm not enough to get anything special from it, like no card, no, you know, I don't deserve special service because I'm not enough Native American. But she told me it doesn't matter, and even my shaman friend, the one who did the reading for me, I mean, she told me it doesn't matter. It's your intention. You know, it's whatever your intentions are. If your intentions are good, and you could just be called to be a shaman. It's no different than like if you feel called to, I don't know, do something for a living. If you feel called to do it, it doesn't matter if, you know, what race you are, or how tall you are, or how short you are. If you feel called to do it, like if it just comes naturally, then maybe just spiritually that's what you're called to do. And it's interesting because I told her that I keep saying the word interesting, and I keep saying it differently. Interesting and interesting. That's weird. Anyways, but she told me that I have, well, I forgot what I was gonna say, but now I remember. Okay. But I told her it was interesting that she said that, because for a while I've been so like, something's like drawing me to the shaman work, just like what they do and what they're all about, and it's just interesting. I keep saying that word. I keep saying it differently. Anyways, but I just feel so drawn to it, and so like curious about it. Like I want to learn more, and I've watched videos. I've read a couple of articles online, and I've talked to my shaman friend, you know, and it's just so fascinating to me what they can do. And when I had, you know, my reading done, and just watching what she does and how she journeys to, you know, her spirit animal helps find yours, you know, all of her guides. Like you have multiple spirit guides as far as animals go too, but everyone has their one main animal. So all of, you know, she has her one main animal, and then she has all of her other animal guides that help guide and help her journey to find yours. And every shaman's different. I'm assuming, I'm not entirely sure, but that's how she found mine. So it's just, it was very intriguing for me to witness it for myself, and it's just something that's so fascinating about it. And so it was interesting talking to this woman at this conference about how she, you know, she's telling me I have the potential to be a shaman. And at first I'm thinking, oh, that would be so awesome, because I love the idea of it, and because I do feel as if something is calling me to it, and because I have these sensitive abilities, maybe it all goes together, you know. But she also told me that I need to stop doubting myself. And that kind of hit hard, because of my abilities and because of the way that I was raised. I mean, I'm really cautious, and I'm really skeptical about a lot of things, especially paranormal things. And obviously, you can tell on my channel, I haven't done anything paranormal in a while. Like, if I share an experience, it's something that's happened in the past. Same with Kristen. We haven't really done anything super new. I mean, we did the Vancouver hospital video thing, but that was about it. That was as intense as it got. I did have a very vivid experience when I was in California at the last mine that we went to, which that's the last video I need to edit. That won't be up tomorrow. That'll be up next Tuesday. That'll be the last one from California trip. And I'll share this experience with you guys in another video. But I had a super vivid, I mean, it was sad. It was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't traumatized. It was just, it really, I'll never forget what I saw and what I felt. But as you can tell on my channel though, I haven't done anything paranormal in a while. So I've been kind of stepping back a little bit, because I don't want to get into it too deeply, I guess. And most of it's because I doubt myself. When I have certain experiences, or when I see things or hear things, or, you know, I'm skeptical of myself, and I feel like I have to work super hard to convince like you, the audience, of what I can do. Like, we did the one video, me and Kristen were split up and we were at a graveyard with Jay and my brother and my husband, and me and Kristen did our thing separately, and we come together with Jay at the end to give what we each got, But even then, like, you'll have skeptics, even if you know for a fact that you were separated and you weren't together giving each other information. You know that there's still going to be people, well, you could have edited it or been together before and gave secrets away. I don't know. So you're still going to have, skeptics and stuff. So I feel like I'm working so hard to think of ways to convince you guys of what I'm getting, that I'm not making it up, that it's real. But the whole point, I've realized, of my YouTube channel, the only reason I started it was because I can't be the only one who's had these certain experiences or maybe going through these things. And I'm not here to really convince anybody. I'm here to share what I've witnessed, what I've seen, what I've heard, whether it's paranormal or not, and if there's a logical explanation behind it, great. I would rather the paranormal be the last thing that it is, I guess. If it's, just the classic ghost hunters thing where it's, if you debunk everything else, but you can't debunk the one thing, then it's not normal. So it's paranormal or out of normal or whatever. I don't know. But I doubt myself. I really do. Sometimes, and she told me, this lady at the convention, that I just need to embrace me, not doubt myself, and just go for it. Just, be humble but confident at the same time, which that's kind of difficult, because if anything, I'm definitely not confident. I mean, for the most part, I try to be. I want to be humble because I feel like being humble is a little more appealing than being confident. So to have a balance of both, I think, is important. And that can go with whatever you do in life, everything. So I've been trying to, be a little more confident myself, where I know what I hear, what I see, what I experience. I know for a fact that it's real to me. And that's really all that matters. If I have, that can go for any of you guys. Like, if you have a support system, whether you have a boyfriend, a husband, a girlfriend, a best friend, a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, uncle, somebody, as long as you have at least one person that believes you 100%, that's all that matters, really. And so I've come to realize that as long as, the friends that I have right now, they believe me, that's all that matters, really. If you believe me, that matters. If you don't believe me, that's cool. I respect that. But in the end, as long as I have someone who believes that what I've experienced is real, that's all that matters, is having that support system. And that's one reason why I created this channel, was because, sure, my husband believed me, but it just was, I was wanting, other people in the world that believed me, like, because no one else would. And I don't want anybody else to feel that way. So I know that there's people out there, maybe you're watching this right now where you feel like you have no support system. I don't want you to feel that way. So that's why I created my channel, so, you don't feel alone. I don't want you to feel alone. Just know that I support you, 100%. I believe you. Maybe there's a logical explanation behind some things. I don't know. We'd all hope that there is. We all hope that it's not. At least, not bad paranormal things happening. And I do get emails from you guys all the time, and I want to help all of you so much, and I feel bad because it takes me so long to get back to your emails, and I'm trying to get better. It's so hard because, life, it doesn't really allow for too much free time, and when I do have free time, sometimes I'm not even thinking about answering emails. I'm thinking about, sleeping or eating or catching up with, having husband time and, friend time, but I do try to get back to you guys as fast as I can. I highly recommend, if you want to write me, like, I have an email still, a fan email, but I don't really check it very often. I check my Facebook fan page more, so I would highly recommend that if you want to chat with me at all, contact me on my Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/ladylockslife. I'm more likely to reply faster, if at all, you know. I don't want to like promise that I'll like reply instantly. Sometimes you catch me at a good time and I'm like, oh, I just got your message, and I write you back, because it's easy on my phone, because I can write you back on my phone, you know, because I get notifications. Sure, I get email notifications, but it's a lot more difficult. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird. I mean, I am weird, but maybe I'm more weird because of that. I don't know. But I'm more likely to reply on my Facebook fan page. If you don't have Facebook at all or anything, then write me an email. I mean, I'll get back to you. I'm trying to get better at checking my emails at least once a day. So if I don't catch it the one time during the day, I'll try and catch it the next day. Sometimes though, I don't know, a minute, I will read your email and I'll go, okay, I'll reply to it when I get home, because it requires more typing on the computer than it does on my phone. And I'll honestly forget. And then I'll remember like 2 days later or a week later. It's bad. I know. I'm so sorry. And I know a lot of you need help, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're being ignored or left out or anything. So I totally know. I totally know. And I've been meaning to make a video also on how to protect yourself from scary paranormal things. Like, I get emails often, like one of the most common emails that I get, like the theme is something's going on in my house, or you think something followed you home, or something's scaring you, or you know, your home doesn't feel like your home, or you feel scared, or you know, I mean, that's the most common emails I get. And I email you guys pretty much like the same thing, you know, the same tips can work for a lot of the same things as far as activity goes. So I've been meaning to make a video about that. So if you want a video on how to protect yourself, or, you know, prepare yourself for paranormal things and as guiding or whatever, let me know down below if you want that. What else? I think that's it for that. So I've done a lot of talking, but you guys seem to like that anyways. Oh, and I did get my tattoo finished. this beauty thing that hurt super bad. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I posted pictures on my Instagram. I love it. I love it so much. But my arm's not complete, so I still don't feel like showing it off, because I still got to fill this in here and this. So I get that finished soon too, like in a couple months. So yes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go eat something because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten yet. You better go eat something too. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.